Hi everybody, welcome back. It is almost the end of the year, a couple of days until the new year starts up, gets cranked and going. And I hope everybody had a wonderful, blessed Christmas, celebrating the birth of Jesus. I wanted to talk today. Somebody had, a viewer had written in and said that their hat looked too big for their head. That it looked too big for them. And I've already covered shortening the crown on hats. And what I wanted to this time is talk about the brims. There's something you can do outside of cutting the brim. You can give it a little bit of a cowboy curl. Now, you know, to shorten the crown, all you have to do here is just push down here and push down here and deepen the dent a little bit, or maybe even turn it into a little bit of a teardrop. This is a center dent. This is the Hero, this is the wool Hero Hat Company, Hero Junior. I'm gonna use some of these to show you. This is the Federation 4 Deluxe. But yeah, all you would have to do is shorten the crown, like do a deeper dent. And I've got a couple of videos on that. And you could turn it into a teardrop. You turn it into a teardrop and it's going to shorten the crown on it too. But another thing you can do is play with the brim. And I would not suggest trimming the brim. I did that on a couple of my hats, on 3 of my hats. I did that on 3 of my hats, and now, years later that I've done it, I have regretted it because I really like the wider crown. I was a little bit skinnier back then. I'd lost a lot of weight. And I thought that I needed the shorter brim, and it worked out well then, but since then I have gained some weight back, and I like the wider brim a little bit better. This Nostalgia Premier here is I believe it's a 2.5 inch brim all the way around. That works well for me, I think. Now, what you want to do instead of trimming the brim, which you don't want to do that, what you want to do is take and maybe give it a little bit of a cowboy curl, or that's what it's called in the indie community, is the cowboy curl. And you can you know, do the curl up a little bit like that, and it's going to give the appearance that the hat is not so big on you. Let's see. On this one is a lot flatter, and I like that on this hat. This is the Nostalgia Premier. I think I said that, but great hat. This is a wonderful hat. Love this hat. Fantastic. I got that this year. So this is also kind of a year-end roundup, I guess you'd say. I got this earlier in the year. The Kubra, it's upside down. The Kubra Federation 4 Deluxe in brown. Got that earlier this year. And you see, I put a little bit of a cowboy curl on that. Even though on the sides, this is the same brim, for some reason, I really like a little bit of a cowboy curl on my Fed 4s. And you know, back then, guys did that. Back in the 30s and 40s and 50s, they put a little bit, some of them did, put a little bit of a curl. You can see that in a Christmas Story, the famous Christmas movie about the Red Ryder BB gun. The dad, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, I didn't get to watch it this year, but if I'm remembering correctly, he had a bit of a cowboy curl on his fedora. I think you can see that after they go Christmas shopping, after the famous Santa Claus scene. They come back from doing all that. He's got his fedora. I think he wears the dad wears his fedora out. But see, I put a little bit of a cowboy curl in here, and actually I got a little bit up on one side, and it doesn't have to be perfect. As proof in this, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be you. And I'm wearing my, there we go, cuffs on this thing prevent my watch from letting my arm move. Let's see. So another one I got this year, the Hero Junior, the Hero Hat Company, and this brim seems to be Now it's the same size brim. What's on the Federation 4. And I got this in a 58, which is a size bigger than what I get. And I did that with the Federation 4 too. And I haven't worn this as much as that Federation 4. So it is still sitting at a 58. But see, you can do a little bit of curl. And see, that doesn't look bad. It doesn't really change the hat that much. And I show in the shaping of that Fed 4 Deluxe, I show how you can just go and you can curl the brim while you're steaming it. You just basically take it and you curl it. Do a little steam, do a little influencing on it. You don't necessarily have to get it all done in one whack. You just steam it a little bit and curl it. This one's pretty flat. And this Hero Junior hat, it makes a great Raiders hat, I think. Makes a fantastic Raiders hat. It's nice and big. This is really comfortable. You know, I really like this. This is a very comfortable hat. I wish I had gotten a 57 in this because I won't be wearing this in the rain. So the sweatband on this one is not likely to shrink. So I wasn't thinking when I said 58 for this. Because I think a 57 probably would have served me better, because I don't intend to really sweat in this, and I don't intend to have it out in the rain. So the sweatband should stay exactly the way it is. That's my fault, not their fault. Learn from me, learn from my mistakes. I make plenty of them. Let's see, I showed you the Fed 4. Yeah, okay, so this is the one that I showed on the video. Yeah, you just influence it. Steam it, influence it. Some of them can be influenced without doing that. Especially, I think, the older hats. The older they get, you can probably, you know, a lot of them, you just... I should have brought old Blue out here to show you all this. That's my poor old Blue. I kind of feel bad for her sometimes. I treat her bad, but she can take it. And talking another thing you can do with the brim, this is the Leisure Time that I also got this year. So this is like a year-end roundup. I'm trying to go fast, so you know, I won't take up too much of your time. This is the Leisure Time, also got it right this time, also from the Hattery in Katoomba. And it's in the man, I can't believe I forgot what color. Fern? I think it's fern. Anyway, beautiful green. And the brim on this one, another way you can play with the brim on this one was down like that. And here, I'll show you different ways to play with the brim to make your hat suit your face, your body build, your body type. See, this is how it came, and I really like it. I really like how it came. This is very relaxed, very comfortable. And I got this one also in a 58 because this one I do intend on wearing probably in the heat and you know, doing various things. But see, this is the brim is down. Now, see, I can change the look of the hat by doing the brim up like that in the back. So it's got more of a traditional fedora brim in the back. See there? So there are things you can do to play with your hat to make it more comfortable for you, to where you're more comfortable in the hat. Rather than physically modifying permanently. There we go, permanently modifying the hat. You can just physically modify it. And see, I could even, like if I wanted to, I like the brim on this, oddly enough. I never thought I would be a wide brim hat guy, but I've gotten more accustomed to the wider brims. And you know what? When I first joined the Fedora Lounge website, the guys on there told me that say, you know, they said you're going to get to where you like wider brims, and they were right. I don't know if it was a psychological thing and it just kind of needled in there and stuck, but they were right. Because I do like, I've gotten to where I like the wider brims. But if, you know, until you get to that point, because you probably will too, it seems to be a trend. Guys tend to like that. They're like, you know what, I think I'll like, not just me, it seems to be a trend with a lot of fellas that they like the wider brims. So until you get to that point, you can always do a little cowboy curl with your brim on your hat. Especially if you're very slim. I'm short. I'm 5'8", 5'9" on a good day, and the curling it up on the side, especially if you're talking about any hats, curling it up a little bit on the side and shortening the crown a little bit makes a world of difference to that on that hat. And also, let's see, and I'm in between a regular oval and a long oval. I don't think I'm really a long oval, but I'm not a regular oval either. I'm special. That's a joke. I'm not that special. That's a joke. I have to say that. Some people may think I think I'm special. So what I do, and it makes the hat look a little more slim on my head. See, I get 58s because I know that the sweatbands are going to tighten up on me. What I do, instead of putting the padding in the sides, what I'll do, I'll put the padding in the back. And that kind of makes the hat, gives the appearance of a more streamlined look from front to back. You know, like I don't have the padding right here, so it doesn't look as wide on my head. If that's some of you folks, some of you guys, if that's what you're thinking, say it just looks too wide on my head, the crown does, then you can, if it's a little bit big on you, don't put the padding right here, maybe put it in the back. Especially if the sweatband is nice and comfortable, leave that sweatband right there on your forehead without any padding in there, and just put some padding right there in the back. You can't really, I don't think you can tell. And that may make it look really nice and streamlined, may give it a more customized, you know, more form-fitting look to your hat. Okay. Well, I think that's all I got today. I try to have things worth talking about rather than just making videos and shooting them out there. That's what I said the first time. It didn't sound like that, I don't think, but that's what I said the first time. I don't like just shooting videos and getting them out there and not really having anything to say. So that's why I haven't been on in like a month. And okay, well, like I say, I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Here's to you in the new year. I hope everybody has a wonderful new year, a safe new year. Thank you for coming and watching the channel. I really appreciate it. It's been these 2 years that I've been doing this channel. It has been very fulfilling. And I'm going to start doing more, I think on Sundays. I think I'm going to start doing more on sharing my faith on Sundays, talking about Jesus. That's really, to me, that's the most important thing. These hats, one day they're going to be gone, one day we're going to be gone, but Jesus is eternal, and we are eternal too. So Sundays, I think I'm going to start doing that. So I just wanted you to watch out for that. That if it says Hat Life or HLA Sunday, it's going to be a Christ-centered video. And I just don't want to, you know, because I know this is a hat channel, mostly hats. So I don't want to, you know, blindside you with that. Let's put it that way. I don't want to blindside you with that. I want you to know it's coming. So, but that's important to me. And, you know, I like to share, and there you go. Okay, well, it is beautiful. We had a horrible rainstorm last night, but we really needed the rain, but boy, did it come down. And today is just gorgeous, and it's warm. I have on a jacket. This is my lightest leather jacket, but I do have on a leather jacket. The Wested would be way too hot right now. I would be sweating. But this is nice. This is nice. KTG hats. Check out KTG hats. Kevin has got wonderful stuff. You will not be disappointed. I've got to, the reason I haven't put out the KTG Hats Hatter Spotlight is because he keeps putting out better and better pictures of his stuff, and I'm like, oh, I need to use that. Oh, I need to use that. That's still my fault, though. I'm not blaming him. That's still my fault for not doing it. I could have already done it and be done with it, but I, you know, I just want to get it right. I want to do him justice. He's a great guy. He has great products, and I want to do him justice on that. What else? I guess that's it. That's it. May do one more Flag Friday. It won't be on Friday. May be able to get to that before the new year. I will say this, that the next flag video will be international, because Sam, we are homeschooling Sam, and she's going to start studying something new. I don't think she knows about it yet, so, and she does like to watch these videos, so I won't say what she's going to be studying because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Okay, I've rambled on too long. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate the conversation there too. Yeah, y'all have a wonderful, great week and a happy new year. And until we see you again, y'all have a wonderful week, and God bless.